Okay, so I'm just gonna go on my rant right now about scanning code at Loblaws. So I've been doing scanning code at Walmart for years, like probably like 9 years, 8, 9 years, something like that. But only like doing it like regularly for just over a year now. Because of all of the errors that I realized with the electronic tags and everything like that. Today was the first day that I've ever done like a scanning code haul at a Loblaws banner store. Like I've gotten scanning code here and there, but I never really paid attention. And I am just actually appalled at the things that I saw today. I was in the store for 2 hours with 3 kids. In 2 hours with 3 kids, I found over $800 worth of errors, and that's just things that I actually put in my cart. That's not even including the items that I saw that were wrong but left behind, because I found a bunch of like ice cream that was all priced wrong and I didn't want to put it all in my cart for it to melt. So in reality, I was probably a lot closer to $1,000 worth of errors in 2 hours that I found with 3 kids with me, which is actually insane. And some of the pictures of the tags that I have, the tags, like the sale date ended in 2023. So those tags have been sitting there wrong for over 2.5 years. Like tags from literally 2023, February 2024, like over 2.5 years old. That means that those dates that say expired February 2024, that tag has been sitting there wrong since at least February of 2024. That's the last time that tag was ever changed. That is actually appalling. Because if you really think about it, how many people have overpaid for those items in the last 2 years? Like 2 years of items being wrong. 2.5 years, like tags from 2023. That's actually disgusting. So I am actually like, I don't know, shocked at the amount of errors that I was able to find in my first day of looking for errors at Loblaws. I'm sure Walmart is loving this right now because I'm on a whole new tangent. But in the over a year of doing scanning code regularly, I have never found this many errors in one store in one visit. That is insane. That's actually literally insane to me, the amount of errors that they have. And that, like the front end, I don't know if she's the front end manager or what she was, but they called the meat department manager as well. And they're just like, yeah, we're not honoring that. Yeah, we don't care. And then I was like, and then they were like laughing about the amount of errors that were on the shelves. And I'm like, how is it funny to you that you guys have this many errors on your shelves and you're just overcharging all of your customers and you're just okay with that? And that is actually like terrible behavior. Like for them to like laugh about it and think that it's funny that somebody that is going into the store with 3 children, like I was in the store with my 2-year-old, my 4-year-old, and my 7-year-old, and I will tell you that they are not like super cooperative. But I had to go for like a couple other things anyways. But it was just insane that I could find that many errors with 3 children with me in less than 2 hours. Like, I don't even know right now. I can't believe that. I'm actually just like kind of disgusted with the whole situation and how it's being handled. And I know that Loblaws over the years has done a lot of shady things, like the bread fixing scandal that they had, as well as falsely advertising things as Canadian. Now they just are apparently leaving up expired tags for years and years and years and just don't give a shit about it, apparently. And then they just laugh about it when people point it out, which is, I don't know. But I just lost a lot more respect for that company. And yeah, I I'm kind of really shocked right now at what just happened. I am going back into the store tomorrow. They said the manager will be there tomorrow. So I'm going to talk with the manager and see how they handle the situation. I did make a post about it, and I've had some people comment on the post that they've also had horrible experiences with the staff at this location. And now I don't blast locations a lot because I don't like to put it out there and have everyone trying to like run to the store and get everything that I already saw. Because I like to try and give the stores a chance to fix their problems. But I don't know. This is a Superstore on Walker Road in Windsor, Ontario. And I have no problem blasting that store because that is actually disgusting. That I can find that many errors so quickly and then your staff thinks that it's funny. And just, I was like, yeah, we're not going to do that. We're not honoring it. We don't do that here with your scanning code tags on every shelf. Obviously, they're not familiar with scanning code. The one staff member literally was just like trying to tell me, yeah, we don't do that here. And I was like, your tag is right there. And I know she's been there for a long time because I've been couponing at that location for a while. And I've had other run-ins with her in the past. But I do know that she has been there for a while. So I feel like she should be familiar with the policy by this point in her career at this store, at the Loblaws, especially as like a front end. I don't know if she's a supervisor or a manager or what her actual position is, but I do know she's not just a regular cashier. And I feel like at that point, you should actually be familiar with policies. But yeah, she was just like, yeah, we don't honor that here. And I was like, it's literally right there on your till. And then she's like, yeah, but we don't do it. And I was like, but it's right there. And then she was like, yeah, but we don't do it for free. And I said, okay, but that's literally what it says in scanning code. And then I pulled it up and I read it and she's like, yeah, we don't do that. And I was like, that's literally the retail council. That's where that notice came from. So I don't know. I feel like at some point, the staff should actually be trained on how scanning code works. So I'm going to focus my energy on over there, and I'm sure Walmart's loving that. But I'm actually really appalled by what I just saw. From a company that's supposed to be Canadian, and they're just taking advantage of Canadians by falsely advertising items as Canadian products when they're not, overcharging and fixing prices, and now just leaving old expired price tags up for years and years and years, like tags from 2023, 2024, early 2025. Like every tag that I have is like super expired, not just like a little bit expired, like super expired, like 1 year, 2 years, 2.5 years. Like, how is that even possible? Like in 2.5 years, you couldn't have fixed that tag.